Captain's log, stardate, USS Excelsior, NCC 77246. Stardate, 0306202019.0, Starship Excelsior's log. So, a couple updates for you all this morning. Last night we had a lot of problems on Guild Wars 2, so I decided to turn in early out of depression, thinking maybe an hour nap would help me. Instead, I slept all the way through the night and got into this morning. Then I didn't want to get out of bed. And then I got up and I decided to wash up, and Chloe was throwing a temper tantrum about wanting me to go with her to this appointment, saying that the Social Security adjuster wants me to go to meet up with them for other issues. So what happened was I went home, so I just got home and my computer was there, so I put it all in. Neighbor's like, "Oh, here's a computer. You told me to keep an eye on it. It came, so it didn't get stolen. So my computer's here." So, anyways, so I went to this appointment and we were lollygagging a bit. We got on the boat, no problems. Guys are giving Moppy biscuits and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, this old lady comes out of nowhere, and first thing out of her damn mouth is, "Is that a service dog?" Yes, it is. "Oh, okay." Then another old lady came up to me and started to raise hell. I finally said, "Look, lady, I've had a bitch of a day. I'm tired. I'm cranky. I need to go home. I need to relax, and I need to enjoy life. So, but I'm on this mission for Chloe Spice." So what happened? Well, all of a sudden, I decided to get down, and we made arrangements with the taxi driver to pick us up because the state paid the taxi. They didn't pay for the other thing. My little boo-boo's in there. Look at the little boo-boo. Isn't a little boo-boo fine? Hello, little boo-boo. And then what happened was we decided to get in his car and we had to pick someone else up. So we got to this place at like 12:30, half hour before the appointment. And so the lady's like, "Do you want coffee? Do you want tea? Do you want milk? Do you want this?" And gave us a boatload of candy. Chloe has felt like a little kid in the candy shop. She had like boxes and boxes of candy for people. So all of a sudden, this guy comes in, says he's got to call Chloe by their birth name and yada, yada, yada. Chloe's man, blah, blah, blah. Tried to correct the guy. He didn't listen. So finally, I was like, "Good luck," and I said, "Hey, I'm here because the Social Security adjuster wants me to talk with you too." He goes, "Yes, I know, but I have enough evidence in the records. I don't need to talk to you at all." So I sat there going, "So you're telling me that I haven't wasted my time?" He says, "Yes." He says, "I don't talk to other people unless it's important." The last time I talked to someone was a long time ago, with someone who was mentally ill, and I don't know what happened to them, but he wouldn't go into details. So finally, I'm like, "Whatever, dude. Whatever floats your boat, man. That's cool. It's all gravy." So he leaves, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I know where it is. All of a sudden, Chloe goes in there, and I'm writing a letter to Jose, and this lady's talking about Social Security, and other things and what's going on. And so I said to the guy, the guy came out to ask the secretary a question. I said, "You seem familiar." And he said, "Are you on disability, young lady?" And I go, yes, I am." And I said, "Last time I saw a guy had your name was in Everett." He looked at me and goes, "I worked in Everett before I changed practices up here." So I said, "Well, your records have to be kept for 7 years." He says, "I keep them until my private practice is done." He pulled out my old name and goes, "Oh, that's you. You're a woman now." And I go, "Yes, I'm a woman now." And then, he's like, "I got a lot of questions from the records." And, it's great that, you're yourself. And then he goes back in, closed the door, and talks to Chloe. So finally, when Chloe was leaving, we had to hang out around for a bit till the cab driver came. And then when we got to the ferry terminal, I said, "Hey, what happened?" The guy didn't want to talk. And Chloe says, "Oh, well, the guy was a quick dick until he came in to talk to the secretary, and then he changed his tune." I said, "And what happened?" "Well, I told him everything. My temper is going to get the best of me. I can't work. I haven't worked for 4 years. You've been supporting me for 3 years. And I told him I'm depressed because I have no income. I can't do anything. Can't cook. Can't clean. Can't, do anything." And the guy's like, "Well, you don't want to do anything, or you're just flat lazy." Well, the guy basically finally turned around, and uh, said he had all the information I've given for the Social Security anyways. So he's just reaffirming things. And, that was it. And, she was like, he was asking about, yeah, so this lady's got bags and like boxes and boxes of these little organic gummy bears. And I thought they were pretty cool, The lady gave me a bag, and I was like, "That's all I need." She's like, "Oh, do you want any more? You can have as many as you want." And I'm like, "No, ma'am, I'm not a pig. If I was a pig, I would be eating this as a pig." So I had a bag. Chloe just loaded up her damn purse with nothing but candy, more candy, hard candy, soft candy. She even grabbed bags and bags of cheese, those little goldfish cheese crackers, which she's lactose tolerant. And I'm like, "I'm staying away from you tonight." So on the way home, so on the way home, I asked her, and she's like, "I think the guy sunk me," and I'm like, "Don't think that. I mean, you're being negative." So Chloe talked to her mom. Got home, I'll get to that. So Chloe's sitting there, and I got her to the appointment, and and stuff, and but I told Chloe, I said, it costed me $14 per person for tickets to return home. I picked up the tickets this morning at the terminal because you were complaining we wouldn't have a way home, and then on my way to go get groceries Monday or Tuesday, I picked up more ferry tickets. That was $7 cheaper. I said, so I spent that. Then when I was at the ferry, I spent $9 for breakfast, which they didn't have breakfast sandwiches. They had hamburgers, well, cheeseburgers. So I had two cheeseburgers, scarfed them down, had my energy drink with me, so I chugged that, did my dip. And, then on the way back, the driver's like, "I wish I could drive in and get you something." But, I'm like, "Dude, you just went past." This is my argument, the driver. "You have to get us to the ferry terminal yet. Do you have anyone else to pick up?" "No." I'm like, "Do you see where we're driving?" He says, "Yes." "Down Main Street. That's what they call it." "So what's on the left?" He says, "KFC Taco Bell." All you had to do is pull in real quick, which, unless they're tracking your thingy, it's what? Not even out of your way. Just pull in, run your car, we grab lunch, and we leave. "Well, you can do it Monday." I'm like, "Figures." And so we left, and we drove on to, because we were in the car, went past, and he took us to the ferry terminal. So Chloe's sitting there, and he was like, "What makes you disabled? What makes you need Social Security? Why are you disabled? Why do you have your temper? What made you keep your jobs at your old places? Oh, alcohol? Oh, what made you this way? Oh, kicked out," and went on and on and on, like trying to get the answers. Chloe's answering it the best possible, and the lady's like, "I wish Chloe would have set up her paperwork." Chloe's like, "Usually Rita does it for me," and she's like, "Well, dear, you need to do it yourself," So we're sitting around minding our own business, and we got done, and Chloe Chloe got through, and the guy asked about what would, and then he's like, "I don't think you're transgendered, I think you're confused, we looked over your records at a synopsis of you being diagnosed autistic. I don't think you're autistic. I think you're bipolar or borderline." Well, so it was a big, big mess. mess, but Chloe got through it. And then, the guy basically is like, the report will be in the lady's hands within less than 2 weeks. I got to sit down, and it'll take me probably a half hour to an hour, go through the DSMs. And, and Chloe's sitting there, and she's like, yeah, I've done some stupid things, and she explained it, and, you know, and, and went on about my past and everything else, and explained everything. And they're like, "Did they charge you? Did they charge you? Did they charge you?" Chloe's like, "No, no, no." They think I'm too mentally whack job. So in the end, the guy's just like, "Oh my lord," So finally, we left, and Chloe's just telling me everything, and you know, the guy basically could have put down that she did all this to get on disability too. I mean, literally make herself more crazier than she seems, but no one knows. So, but yeah, we got done with that. And then on the way home, what happened was I got to the ferry terminal, and I went in, and I was sitting down, and I decided to get me one of those Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. I don't usually drink them. They're expensive as hell there. So I got a Starbucks Frappuccino. I got a one on the ferry. It was a mocha flavor. It wasn't bad, after I finished my energy drink. And then I with my thing. And then I got a Starbucks Frappuccino, again, this time vanilla flavor, at the ferry terminal. And I kept thinking about clam chowder. I wrote about it in my letter. And so I went to get some clam chowder, and the guy came past, on the ferry as he was finishing the bathroom, and he says, "Hey, how's the clam chowder?" I go, "Well, I made a mistake. I grabbed an 8-ounce cup instead of a bowl." And the guy looked at me and he goes, "You're joking." I said, "I paid for the bigger one, but oh well, it's my loss, and I got Chloe a bigger one because Chloe went back." And the guy just looked at me and says, "No," he says, it's all done." And I'm like, "Hey, I made the mistake. I'll live with it," and it was, I'm like, so I lost $2 of clam chowder. Big deal. Now, I know someone would have basically nagged me about going back to get more, but I was like, what's the point, So, had my clam chowder. I was going to get some chunky soup. They're on sale this week at the one store because the one store is open. Instead, I forgot about the soup. I ran in to get Moppy some soft, moisty, porterhouse flavored dog food because I'm a good mommy and I take care of my little pooch. Everyone knows I take care of my little pooch. So I went in there, and Chloe's like, "I gotta go to the bathroom," and I'm going, "Okay." And then she said it again, and I'm like, "Look, you don't need to tell me 4 times you gotta go take a shit. Bathroom's gonna stink anyways. I'm gonna look around." So I went ahead and I went to the food part, and this lady's chatting for a while, and I'm just standing around fine. She's like, "Oh, do you need to get in there?" And I'm like, No, I'm just gonna stand here and look at this beach ball like an errand antic. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and went in there and got the dog food. Then I went to look for Salisbury steaks because I'm having Salisbury steaks and ribs tonight. No freaking meatballs. So I was like, "You fucking asshole." So I got the ribs getting ready to be cooked. Then I was sitting around thinking, "Oh, look, lobster tail." Now I know my family would be like, "Why are you investing in lobster?" I didn't buy any lobster. So what happened was I was looking around looking for something cheaper because lobster tails were pretty expensive. And if I'm buying lobster, it's usually for myself. And they were freshly lobster. The guy's like, "We got lobster, we're done." I go, "No thanks." As I walked past looking at all these things, "We got these jumbo tiger prawns, are fresh." And I'm going, "Dude, those are raw. How do you cook them?" "Well, you just do this and deep fry them." I'm like, "No thanks." And I walked past. And the guy's looking at me like, "Well, you got Salisbury steak and you got some of those little doggy things. Don't you need to get something else?" And I'm looking around, and that crunchy butterfly shrimp. Now, I'm going to give a few to Chloe with her Salisbury steak. or afterwards. So I went out and I'm looking around, and then he's like, "Oh, at least you got that, but is there anything else you need?" And I'm like looking around. So finally, as I'm looking around, trying to get everything put together, I decided to get this brand. You know, out of Beaverton. I like Beaver brand, the original since the horseradish seafood cocktail sauce. So I thought, you know what, this is going to be really good for tonight's dinner. So I got some Beaver brand, and because I love supporting Oregon anyways, I love Oregon anyways, but so I got that, and then I started walking home, and Chloe's like, "Oh, shrimp." I'm like, "Oh, you can have a few." It's mostly for me because I wanted something celebrate. We got through one less day of your Social Security thing because the lady said you can leave. So we got home. Chloe's like, "The internet's not working, Rita." And I go, "Yeah, I can see." So I got up, went over to the router, unplugged it, the fiber optic line, replugged it in, recalibrated the router. It took about 15 minutes, plugged it back in, and boom, lo and behold, it's working. So then I was like, "Awesome sauce." So we got that done. And so I was happy as heck, and Chloe's just like, "What are we doing tomorrow, Rita?" And I go, "Laundry." "Okay." And then I'm like, "We're doing laundry and food bank tomorrow, but I got the shrimp because it was dirt cheap. It was like $5.99 for 2 pound packs, so I couldn't complain. But I usually am very frugal. I mean, I got frozen pizzas and I got pot pies and I got a Salisbury steak tonight, ribs, so I'm not gonna let my food go to waste. And Chloe gets 3 Salisbury steaks. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna be cool. So got the trays ready to go, throw in my other stuff, I'll preheat the oven and set a timer, once dinner is done, I will relax. I was looking over a couple of movies on HBO and Showtime. I was looking to watch Crimson Tide, and to me it seems interesting. I mean, literally, it seems like a really good, interesting movie set. So, but anyways, now I know y'all are wondering about Chloe's mom. Chloe called her mom because Chloe wanted to go home. Mom didn't even offer it on the table. She was like, "I'm going to Arizona on Sunday." And then Chloe's like, "Well, I wanted to call to let you know me and Rita finished the appointment for Social Security." "Oh, good, good, good. Now, how long do you know?" She says, "I don't know, maybe 6 weeks minimum." Now, I'm assuming it'll be 6 weeks or less, 2 weeks, and then the field office, and I'll get a letter. I'll probably get a letter in April, early May. Well, that's not bad if you got 1 to 2 weeks. You can last that long. You've lasted this long. And if you get denied, appeal it. And Chloe's like, "Yeah, I'll appeal it, Mom, but who's paying my way?" "Well, have Rita get you the basics." And that was the end of the conversation. "I got to go to bed and prepare to go to Arizona on Sunday." The guy's like, "Well, I'm going to my room for a few minutes, and complain to air." And I'm sitting there going, "Are we done?" I mean, literally, I must have spent a lot of money today because, the clam chowder wasn't cheap. But, I was actually hungry, because this morning Chloe's sitting there and Chloe's like, "I'm going to the store. I'm going to get some stuff." Comes back with two 20-ounce sodas for herself and two huge cookies like this. And I'm going, well, cool. So I went in and grabbed a couple burgers. And she's like, "Oh, let's get burgers." Well, that was like 10:30. So, around, what is it, 5 o'clock, I was getting hungry again. And all right, so I went and got something to eat. I know my family's like, "Well, your sugar level's low, eat something." So I did, but it was just funny as hell because having Chloe, and the Social Security, Chloe was like, Social Security guy was like really writing everything down, but that was about it, and you know, um, there, etc. And so the guy's got to get everything moving along. So Chloe's like, "Oh well, we got it done now. I got it done now." And so my one advocate emailed me and said she's going to be out of town for 3 weeks again. So I was like, "Okay, safe travels." The other one was The other one was messaging me like, "You got to be shitting me," The mom basically offers, and everything falls apart, and you're stuck, and mom's now like, "You're real appeal it. Well, you get a lawyer," It's like, oh yeah, you get a lawyer, you're gonna cut into Social Security, but in the meantime, who's gonna get what? Because Chloe's talking about her mom. Her mom's like, "Well, you haven't been denied yet, so I'll give it a 75-25 chance. You'll be approved 75%." And I'm thinking, well, she's not getting treatment. Some guy told her to get treatment. The lady at Social Security, the determination lady, said you don't need to get treatment to be approved or denied. It would help, but she has no primary care physician. She has nothing. So Chloe's panicked. She's like, "What do we do?" And I'm like, well, so I was told to check in Monday or Tuesday with phone calls because I got a call back Tuesday for DSHS and re-up my $16 in food stamps, which is pretty shitty, but what the hell. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So, but yeah, anywho, I went out, I got everything done today, and I'm telling you, it was miserable. I must have spent $40 in tickets today alone, and then it was like, I don't know what it was. They charged me like, "Oh, I got Chloe a mango juice." She's like, "What about me?" And I'm like, "Here, have a mango juice." I mean, I was nice to her today because, and what really upset me the most was, the Social Security person wasn't going to reimburse me, and she demanded I get Chloe to this appointment, so I got her to the appointment, but it just blew chunks. I mean, literally, it blew chunks. So, got home, Chloe called her mom, put away what needed to be put away to cook, started the oven, decided to watch a couple of video trailers at Amazon because I want to watch a movie tonight. So I was like, maybe I'll use HBO and Showtime, or Stars. And so with me, I was like, cool, we wanted to watch Uncle Buck. That's on Stars. So, I thought, that would be really cool, And, so I mean, literally, I had two people today call me a saint. I'm like, no, I'm not a saint. I'm just a person that looks after everyone. And one guy called Chloe a saint. The cab driver was like, "You are a saint, Chloe, helping Rita out get her groceries and stuff." I'm like, dude, I give her my car and tell her to go get it. It's raining. You think I want to go out with a wet sheet too? Nope, staying in is what I told him. But yeah, it was just an interesting concept, So we got that done, and so neighbor came when she delivered my laptop to me. She's like, "Rita, the internet's down," and I'm like, "You got," that was the other thing. I was like, well, okay, so the internet is down. Thank you for that notion. I'll work on it. Well, I got it working. So she's like, "Glad you got it working." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Uh-huh. I got it working." So, and so I was like, "Cool." So it was uh cool, and so to me, I was like really happy to report, that it's done. So, and so we're ready to work on our next projects, which is video reviews and game reviews and online reviews. And then, I want to find out if there's any, you know, So, so tonight's plan is eat dinner. I got one spreadsheet to finish up tomorrow. I start on a whole new bunch. After that, the main series is done. Then I start on a few more. I drink coffee in the morning. Looking forward to it. I had enough liquid today to keep me hydrated. Mostly those frappuccinos. Which wasn't bad. We were on the Samish earlier today, and then the Chelan later tonight. And the Chelan's not bad. That's when it goes to Canada, but they're bringing it in now because we're down a boat. Boat was running like 10 minutes late. We had the Coast Guard repairing things, but the guy was really happy. Hello, Boon Boon. Little Boon Boon's happy. A little bun bun. So that's what's going on with me. We're trying the game. If it doesn't work, then we're going to damn Cortana. She just loaded up for some fucking reason. I hate this fucking Cortana. Just like it's like I said the game. I mean, literally. So we're gonna get into have some dinner, and then maybe watch some movies if the game doesn't work proper, and then tomorrow I'll get spreadsheets done and do our other errands. Wednesday we'll go pick up some doggy food. We're running low again. We don't like to take, and right now Moppy's got a couple of those little meaty foods I bought today. He loves these little porterhouse flavored dog food. I can't believe it's not butter, as Aaron would say. I can't believe it's not real porterhouse steak. I was telling Chloe today on the boat, I said, I wonder if it really tastes like porterhouse. Aaron would have eaten it just to see. Because he's like, I'm always wondering, because I said, what if they all taste the same? The dogs don't know it. They just shovel it in. Oh, we'll just mass produce this as a filet mignon, another one as a, and, humans won't know the difference. We'll just, unless someone analyzes it, But anyways, so basically, Chloe's happy she got it done. I'm not because honestly, it was a lot more money I expected her to go by herself because I had a feeling today that the guy wasn't going to literally talk to me at all. He was just like, "Oh," that was it, But we talked in the thing with the receptionist talking about the guy in Eastern Washington. Yeah, the guy in Eastern Washington has a whole damn half the state. The guy's bringing in money, and he says he's a German guy. I said, I know who you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, literally, it was just a big mess, and Chloe's talking about things happening, and Moses Lake and what she's done and everything else. And they're like, they didn't charge you? They didn't charge you? Damn, I would have charged you. And she's like, they say I'm too mentally ill. The sheriff thinks I'm too mentally ill. The police think I'm too mentally ill. And this guy's just like, oh my God. When he was telling me because it was just me, him, and his reception, he's like, this lady she's doing things she's not supposed to and getting away with it. And that, I was like, but what the hell? So anyways, other than that, nothing to report. Like I said, spreadsheets for Saturday and Sunday game time, and then Monday or Tuesday I'll go off island to get some supplies, and then the rest of the month I'm staying in. And then I'm gonna, can't do anything till like mid-March anyways, because Chloe's mom ain't gonna do anything. She's sitting on her ass. She's like, oh, well, you got it through now. You can calm down and not worry about it, get angry about wanting to leave. And then she had the audacity to say something to Chloe about, Well, how long if you transfer it when you get home? Well, Chloe said, well, currently, even if I transferred it, the field office in Mount Vernon sector will be the ones to make the determination. She's like, so it doesn't matter, you know. Well, what happened is they'd approve it and then send it off to Ohio to be reapproved, and then Ohio would send another reapproval letter before Chloe get it. So that would get put on a lot more time, and the lady, Chloe's mom's like, "Oh well, you need to stay there, I think, and I'm going right, so I'm stuck, and Chloe for once today, this was amazing with Chloe today, right? I got up and I'm getting ready to wash up the face, and Chloe's like, "Are you using the bathroom?" I go, "Yes, but you were in there." She was looking in the mirror, going, "Oh yeah, look at my ass, look at my ass, look how cute I am, look at my ass." I'm like, "Hey, can I get in there?" And Chloe's like, "Okay, okay." So Chloe got in there, and that was it. Chloe got in there, got done, and I went in and washed up, and sat down, did a dip, and I was like, "I really don't want to go. You're not going," and I'm like, "Ugh." So I told the secretary and the therapist, the psychologist said, "Sounds like she's narcissistic too." And I said, "You should ask her about the what about me syndrome, and apparently he did, and she did not like that. And I'm like, so on the way home, she's like, "Oh, if you're hungry, get yourself some clam chowder." On our way home, I went and I was going to get her a brownie, but I forgot. So I was like, "Here, my card, get something for yourself." So she got herself some clam chowder. After some guy bought like a bunch of beer. When I was at the ferry terminal, it's funny because the girls there are nice. They're always there in love with mopping, giving them snacks and stuff. And she's like, "So, Rita, you're not going to get a beer?" And I go, "No, I don't want a beer." She's like, "You don't? I mean, we have these." I'm like, "I don't want a beer." So when I was on the Chelan tonight, the ladies I knew, they're like, "You don't want a beer either?" And I go, "No, I don't want a beer." She's like, "Why? Is it our prices?" I said, "No, I support the local prices. I just don't want a fucking beer." And the lady was very polite. She goes, "Oh." I said, "I got other monies to spend, and it's too like this. $14 is what it cost me for this. This is used, by the way. It's a ferry ticket, and it was $14, and so that cost 14 quid. That I'm not seeing it back anytime soon. So to me, I was just like, "I caramba," So and it isn't cheap either. People say, "Oh well, the ferry tickets are cheap," and it's like, no, ferry tickets aren't cheap. Ferry tickets are expensive. So with me, um, I used it, and then I was like, "Okay, cool." So I got it done, and you know, but mission's done, mission's accomplished. Now we just got to work on the next mission, which is planning for the next setup. So I'm going to be working on stuff this weekend, project wise, and I got a list to go through on games. I haven't finished my game reviews yet. Once that's done, I will enjoy some time. I might watch like 3 or 4 reviews a day and start knocking off the list again and going from there. So my clipboard's ready and I'm ready and I'm happy. So, but anyways, and I'll be writing Jose. I got to finish his letter and get it dropped off in the mail tonight. And so, anyways, other than that, can't complain. So that said, everyone, there's nothing more to report to you guys. Video's been too long in the making today. I do want to relax, unwind. So please, 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 and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's wholesome fun for your family, including your bunnies. And adorable bunnies that they are. Come here, Hips. Come here. So hit that subscribe button so it's fun even for your bunnies. Hi. What, are you eating or you were sleeping? Isn't he cute? And hit that bell notification. Ebony, you want to take over? Yeah. Captain's log out. USS Excelsior, NCC 77246. This transmission ends now. Hello, and good night, and bye-bye. I'm gonna go to Betty bye-bye.